we are still with the Nubi people, where history still carries value.
Yes.
So what are we looking at in this video, and what do we have here?
So today, like I'd said, we had come to Bombo, and I'm here for a long time anyway. We are in one of the artifacts of the Nubi people, and we are seated on a Nubi mat, which is called birish or biris, depending on whether you're in Kenya or Uganda. And then what my mama is doing here is she's making the couta. So we are just going to showcase a few steps of how you make a couta. I know so many of you ordered for coutas, so that you see how it is done with passion, with love and culture put into it. So I'm here learning a lot about it, and yes, that is why we're here today. Though, with the food, we are going to make another delicacy. And that delicacy is Kisra. We're going to make Nubian Kisra with mula dajaj and batat. So that's chicken and potato.
Mula what?
Dajaj.
Dajaj.
Yes.
I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn. So is that all?
Yeah, that's all we're going to make for this this video when it comes to cooking. But for now, we just talk about a little bit of the artifacts, the couta. I know people are interested in buying the coutas, so
all right.
See the process.
Okay, before you do that, let me bring the camera closer because people would love to see what is happening here.
Definitely, yes.
Please enjoy. You can order. We're going to share more information later on. This is not just a video where you come and watch, but you have to buy something as you learn.
Yeah. So when you're making the couta, the process starts from this. So with the Nubi people, if you've noticed, we really love a lot of yellow, a lot of green, a lot of red. These colors have symbols in our culture. And red is for warding off the evil, yellow is for prosperity, and green is for abundance. And that is how we start. And so the couta starts from this. This is made with threads. So we fold the threads and then we start making the couta from this initially. And so it grows in a circular form. My mamas did not go for maths. They do not know how to do math, but I would like to acknowledge that the fact that we Nubi people are known as one of the people who constructed the pyramids in Sudan and Egypt. So that could be the memory that we're using to make our coutas in this shape. It's in a shape of kind of like a pyramid. Even the designs kind of portray the pyramid making. And so it comes from this, through this process that she is making here. In Nubi, it's called gidukuta. So she is using DC. So DC is a type of palm tree that we use. I think it's the river palm that we use for making the couta and the tabaga. And so she does that. The process is it's just folding it and folding it and folding it so that it becomes symmetrical into this form. So our coutas come in different colors, sizes, and shapes. It depends on your preference as a person who's buying. And just remember, you need to pre-order this. You cannot just come and buy. So you pre-order, choose the design that you want. It takes roughly 1 to 2 weeks for it to be made, and then you get your couta beautiful made as this. So you can see the different shapes and designs that you can choose from. If you have your own colors that you want, you can. And just to let you know that these colors are done naturally. We use natural colors from leaves and flowers to make the colors that we use for our reeds and the palm that we use for making the couta and tabaga. I think that's it. I hope you have seen how we make our beautiful coutas, and there's no Nubian home that does not have a couta and a tabaga and a birish. So yeah, get yourself one and support the women. So if you want to pre-order these, my number is on the screen. You can call me and I'll connect you to the ladies in the community to order the coutas and tabagas that you want, and make your order and you'll have it. So
these are some of the videos I do, and I feel like I've added value
to the community.
To the community.
Yes.
So what do these coutas, you call them coutas?
Coutas, yes.
Coutas, what do they represent in your society?
So in my community, this couta is made by women. And the Nubi community is more of a matriarchal community where the women are like the breadwinners of the family. It's a source of income. The English I'm speaking comes from this couta. It's because my mothers make the couta, sell it, and get income to be able to... Ooh.
It's okay. It's okay.
So these coutas, our mothers make them, sell them so that they can get income and support us and our young siblings through education, support the homes. The beautiful home we are in today, it's standing on its own because our mothers they contribute to the economy of the homestead, earn income, pay education, pay their medical bills, support the family. And so for us, this is our financial hope. It is the hope for the community, and we know we'll succeed as a community through these coutas and whatever artifacts that we sell.
Wow. So if you order for this, you're not just buying it for yourself, but you're supporting. So you're supporting a family. You're supporting these ladies. They are taking back their children to school. Naima is one of the examples.
Yeah, I am one of the examples. The English I speak is thanks to my mom and all the people, the Nubi community people who speak English, who have education, who are in a better position. It's thanks to our mothers that have done this and supported us through our education life. And so for me, it's a way of giving back to the community and supporting the women and ensuring that they are financially independent and support their families.
So it's a society that carries its culture. Wherever they go with that culture.
Yes, from Egypt, from Sudan, we settled in Uganda, and so we continue with our legacy as the Nubi people.
And there are so many people who have adapted
to our culture. Yes, so
there is a lot.
You're Muganda, you are from the United States of America, you're Nigerian, you're not you're any tribe in this world. You can have a Kuta and Tabaga and respect and honor the legacy of the Nubi people, and just have it, support a family, support the women, and for us this is a lot.
So before we go to the food part, how much is that? Okay, you shared your number, but how much is it?
My dear, why do you want me to put my things there and the people compete with me? So the kutas and tabagas range from 150,000 to 300,000, like the whole set, depending on what it is that you want, how big you want, how many you want. So yeah, 150 to infinity, depending on the size, the shape, and the design that you want.
So in case you want to order, the number is on the screen again right now or in the description box of this very video. Get the number, reach out.
Yes, reach out and support the ladies, my beautiful mothers, because today we decided to be in the village, so I'm in the community. I'm a typical Nubian girl in Bombo. Yes.
All right, so from here we're going to go to the food part.
So we're going to cook our Kisra, and we're going to start the process of Kisra. So Kisra, the mixture proportion is similar to Gurusa, but there's a little bit of difference. So with our Kisra, we made the batter a day before.
First wait. We don't want to share all the information now. You have to stick around until you get...
Oh yes, stick around and follow the recipe.
Yep.
Today's recipe, we are going to make Kisra. Kisra is one of the flatbreads of the Nubi people. It is food that we love traditionally, and it's served to special guests, especially in weddings. The in-laws, the groom and his family are served this food. And then we are going to serve it with mula molkia. Our molkia is going to be cooked with beef. And so let's start the process. The dough was made a day before, and so we are going to mix it. The butter is mixed the same way as gurusa is mixed, but the proportions are quite different. So to make this recipe, we are going to get 1 to 2 parts, one from maize flour, and then the 2 will be for wheat flour. So for this particular food, now the recipe, we are going to mix 1 kilogram of maize flour and add 2 kilograms of wheat flour. Mix the 2 flours together so that they're evenly distributed amongst themselves. Thereafter, we are going to use our traditional yeast that has been activated for weeks. So yeast is made with a mixture of maize flour and wheat flour that has been kept in a bottle with water for some time. So it ferments and then it creates an active yeast. So we're going to get our traditionally made yeast known as khamira in Kinobi. We'll add it into the flour and then mix it together. Then we'll get water at room temperature, about 3 liters, mix it to the flour and make sure that the consistency is thicker than the gurusa. And this is what we expect it to look like. Thereafter, we will cover the mixture and allow it to ferment overnight. Then we will make the cooking the next day. So this is how our lajin looks like for Kisra. We have added a little bit of water and made it lighter. It has fermented and raised. And so we are going to start cooking our Kisra. So we are going to use this frying pan. Yeah, it is heavy. It is not, we're not using the square one, we're using a circular one for the Kisra today. And so we are going to start making our Kisra. So we'll start with preparing what you're going to use for cooking. This is what is it called in English? But it's part of a banana plant. Maybe just for Nicholas to show us, since I'm in the garden, I'll show you where we got this from. So we got this from this banana plant. So I don't know what this is called in English, but whatever it is it's called, you can teach us. It's part of the fibers, but the one that is not yet dried. So it's the one we're going to use for making the kisra. So if you look at this, it has a thick part and a thin part. So we are going to cut it in a square, and this thin part is what we're going to use for spreading the butter on the pan and as we cook our kisra. And this is the same thing that we have used for our lebere. So the process is kind of similar but totally different. So let's go and prepare this and start making our kisra. So we are going to measure and cut it like that. That is how it's going to look like. When we are spreading our butter, we're going to do that. So that's how we are going to spread our kisra. So let's start cooking. We put a little bit of fat. Usually we use the goat brain fat or cow brain fat to marinate the pan because we don't want it to be sticky. But you can use any other oil of your choice. So when cooking your kisra, we do it something similar to how we do it the lebere, but the spreading and everything is done in a similar way. So we'll spread the dough onto the pan and then spread it using our banana fiber, and that is how it's supposed to be. Make it in a zigzag form and spread a thin layer on the pan or on the sassy. Then allow it to cook for 30 seconds to 1 minute. Then you remove it and put it aside. So after cooking the kisra, it is folded like that and put aside to wait for eating. So in Kinobi it's called tabagu kisra. So yeah, so that is folding it. Fold it in a square. That is a technique we use. So you can tell the difference. For the gurusa one, we had said it will be golden brown, but for kisra, it's supposed to be that beautiful pearly white. Nothing less of that. So you fold it that way. And so this is the bread we are going to eat. This is kisra. So we finished making our kisra, folding it and put it on a tabaga, covered it with the couta to let it air dry, and just so that it waits for being eaten. In Kunubi they say keni sab. So after folding the kisra, negiseb keni sabsia, logolisa nama kolo. So just air drying it and let it cool down and calm down before the eating of the kisra. Now we're going to make an accompaniment sauce that we will eat with our kisra, and that is going to be mula dajaj and batat. That is chicken and potato sauce. So the chicken we're going to use is fresh from the farm, which was already dressed, and now what we're going to do is roast it over open fire. We just want that heat to kind of shrink the remaining little feathers that were left on the skin, so that we can prepare it and start cooking. After roasting it on the fire, then we're now going to cut it. And now we're going to cut off the feet. You can notice I'm cutting from the joints because we want to let the thighs to stay intact. So After that, break our chicken like that, and then we'll start with cutting off from the joints the chicken thighs and the drumstick. This will be cut off. Break it from the joint, and this is the thigh and the drumstick. Then we repeat the same on the other side. Oh, the chicken is still warm, so fresh from the farm. And this is the other thigh and the drumstick. Then now we're going to cut off the wings, still from the joint area. So this is how we cut it in the Nubian way. I know it might be different from how you might know how to cut it, but for us, we look for the joint, and that's where the cut is made. So what we do different is we cut the nail and this part of the wing, like that. And this is how our wing should look like. Yeah, we're going to wash this and all that. So we wash our chicken using warm water, and then we're going to add salt. For the Nubi people, when we are cleaning our chicken, prepping it for cooking, we don't wash it with just room temperature water. We wash it with warm water, and then we add a little bit of salt. So I'll just take almost teaspoon, two tablespoons full of salt, and just drizzle it on it. I don't know why this is done, but scientifically speaking, I think the salt helps in reducing a lot of harmful bacteria on the carcass. So, and this is how we wash our meat. We remove all the sliminess under the skin. That is how we do it, and clean. So that is how it's done. So the salt helps to remove any bacteria that could be lingering on the chicken meat. The reason why we remove the sliminess is we don't have that farm smell, or the bacteria smell that lingers onto the meat. So all that sliminess has to be removed from the chicken. That is how we wash our chicken the Nubian way. All washed out, and the chicken is left clean without slime. So we will rinse this 2 or 3 times, depending on how much you don't want that bloody water left onto the chicken before we cook it. So just to tell you the kilograms, this chicken is roughly 2 kilograms. And so that's what we're cooking. Nicholas and I are going to be helped by the mothers of the community to finish all this food that we're cooking. We had said we are doing batat and chicken sauce. So we peel our potatoes as we put it in water so that the potatoes do not stain. We do cook the whole chicken. It's not like specific parts of the chicken. We do cook the whole chicken because everyone has a part they enjoy on the chicken. And this is the second phase of cleaning. You can see the water is a little bit clean. We're going to add salt to it too. But now this is the cold water, not the warm water. So the second cleaning, we use room temperature tap water to clean it. And then we do the final cleaning in a different kind of water without salt. That is where we will get the chicken from and cook it. Village life is better than town life. So this is the third clean water that we are going to rinse our chicken in, and then from here we will let the chicken drain from the water, cover it in a place that we know no bacteria will invade, and then we start making our tigiria for the chicken. So we are done cleaning our chicken, which is dajaj in Kinubi, and our batat has been peeled and cleaned and ready for cooking. So now we are going to start making our tigiria, which is that cream, the paste that we do with onions and tomatoes and the spices before we dip in our chicken and potatoes. And the ingredients I'm going to use for the 2 kilograms of chicken I'm cooking, I'm going to use 7 onions, medium-sized red or purple onions. I'm going to use medium size 7 pieces of tomatoes, 2 I think it's a bunch of cloves of onions. I'm using the traditional onions, like local onions. We don't use the other genetically modified onions. I love these onions because they're really delicious. Sorry, the garlic. And then we're going to use cinnamon stick for this particular recipe. We're going to use coriander, dania or kotimiri, yeah, depending on how you call it. And then my special masala spice, masala, garam masala that I use for all the curries I make in my house. This one, I made it myself. And in case you want to order for the spices, my number is on the details on the screen. So you can call me and we see how we can get you this delicious garam masala in your kitchen. So those are the ingredients for the 2 kilograms of rice, and then we are going to start. You know, today I'm not in my kitchen, so in the village, I'm going to ask Nicholas to go to where the fire is, and then we start the cooking. So our onions are ready. We are going to cook our onions. After we've made them to golden brown, we'll drain out the oil because we don't want a lot of oil into this recipe. Our chicken was a little bit fatty, so the oil is purposely for frying and making the onions golden brown. So add our 7 medium-sized onions into the oil. Fry it until it starts cooking. This is the brown that we want for our chicken. Now we're going to drain out the oil and then we add our salt and water. This is how we're going to do it. So you can use a sieve, a metallic sieve, if you have it. But I'm going to do it the way we do it in the village, and this is how we do it. Drain out all the oil. And this is the color of the onions that we are going to use, golden brown. So we're going to add salt. Salt to help us soften the onions, and a little bit of water. And then we mix that, allow it to boil a little bit, and then we'll add our chicken. We know the reason for this is to dissolve the onions and allow it to caramelize, so that gives us that beautiful color for the sauce. Thereafter, we'll add our tomatoes and let our chicken cook. We're now going to add our chicken into our caramelized onions. Just put all the pieces of chicken there. And this chicken is very soft, so you might not add a lot of water. Just allow the chicken to produce its own, because this meat has water on it, just produce its own sauce. Like that. So we're going to add tomatoes and then cover it and allow it to sweat and cook. Then we'll start the spicing as we proceed. We're going to add our 7 tomatoes. We'll cover this and allow it to cook for some time. So that's our garlic that we're going to use to add into the mixture. We are going to add salt and pound the garlic that we'll be adding into the chicken and the tigiria. Put salt, and then we pound the garlic. So we're going to pound the garlic until it's soft. You can use your garlic press, you can use your garlic squeezer, whichever you're contained with. You can also use a blender and blend it if that's what you prefer. But I'm going to use my mortar and pestle to pound the garlic. So that is how the onion have caramelized the chicken. So at this juncture, we are now going to start elevating the flavor of our chicken. We're going to start with garlic, and then we'll put the garam masala And then we allow it to cook and infuse into the chicken so that we get the flavor. That is how we enhance our flavor. So this is how our chicken looks like right now. Now we're going to get our batat and add into this whole curry because the chicken is very soft. We don't want it to be soggy. We want it to thoroughly cook together with the potatoes. So we're going to add the potatoes here, allow it to cook, and then we will later on garnish with coriander to also elevate the flavor to another level. So, and now we are going to add cinnamon sticks and then potatoes. We cover it up and allow it to cook. We will check the chicken after we are sure that the potatoes have thoroughly cooked. So we'll do a few sticks. These are the cinnamon sticks that we're going to use. Just get 2 of these are enough. Then we'll add 1 kilogram of potatoes. Just put it at the top. You don't need to mix them to go to the bottom. This is enough. And then we'll add a little bit of water for the soup. Add a cup of water. So after you have done that, you're going to cover the sauce and allow it to cook. We will check when we're ready that we were sure that the chicken and the potato is ready. So that's it for making batat and dajaj stew. So we're going to add our coriander now that our batat and the chicken is ready. So we can tell that our chicken is ready and our batat is ready. Now we're going to add coriander to garnish like that. And that is it. We're going to cover it, let it simmer, and we will call it a day. We will check on it when we're going to serve. So that's it. To the pan. Ooh. The chicken is ready. So hi people, we are here in our dining mat or Olujuliro. So we're going to have the test for the food. We will start with our Kisra and chicken and potato stew.
So I believe people passing by, they can get
they can
the
smell
scent from the distance.
Definitely. And as usual, we are going to put our chili. So this kind of chili is different. This is a Nubian homemade chili. We use wild small chilies. I don't know how they're called in English. So we do grind that, add lemon, salt and onions. And that's how we make our chili condominium. So condominium, whatever the language is, that one. So Nicholas is going to add this into the stew and then he can do his test. I'm also going to test mine, then he'll tell me what this tastes like.
You know,
just eat. You said you eat chili. Let's go. Test the
so
Kisra.
how do you eat this? You eat it plain?
So this, you are going to have a pinch. Just eat it like the way we ate the gurusa the other time. So do a pinch of this, soak it into your stew, and then give it a big bite and let me know. So you say Bismillah. That's how we pray. Or pray in whichever way you pray. So we're going to say Bismillah, then we go.
Wow. Can I ask?
Please.
Do all Nubians know how to cook?
Honey, when we are born, the first thing they give us is a mulao on our hands as women. So cooking is part of who we are. Yes. So how is the test?
We first take.
Your soup. So it's okay. So ladies and gentlemen,
Last time
this is the Nubian Kisra.
I tasted Nubian cuisine for the first time. And today, I don't know.
You're getting mixed feelings. Mixed feelings. Yeah, it's okay. So for those watching us, please swallow as we chew. Yeah, we are enjoying our food here.
Spiritually, they can be here. Physically, we can eat on
We are
their
representing
behalf.
them. Yes.
For those who do food tours around Kampala, I think you can include this. We can include this, the Nubian cuisine, among the tours. These are some of the cuisines you shouldn't miss out.
One of the best in the country.
Yes, one of the, not the best.
The
I
best.
think others follow.
The best in the country. Others follow. Yes. So Nubi food, try it, fall in love with it. You will never eat food the same again.
Wow.
Mulaba twagala vaawo.
Mugamba singa mbeera wano.
Nsobola kubeerawo.
So everything is kind of communal.
Yes.
People work together.
People eat together. People celebrate together. We are in sorrow together. And so the Nubi community is more of a social community. And everyone is a mother of everyone, and everyone is a daughter of everyone. And that is how we have grown up, because of the community and family background.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some of you, we didn't grow up with our people. We grew up in different hands. So we don't know what it means, like to be into a family. Like people you call your mother, your brother, your sister.
Your auntie.
Your
uncle. Yeah. So that is it, our viewers, for this video. I hope you have learned the Kisra and Mula Batat and the Judge in this series. So try it. Let us know in the comments if you enjoyed it. So for those who want to learn more about the Nubian cuisine, follow my channel at Naima's Culinary Expedition. I will be moving all over this country: Masindi, Arua, Soroti, Mbarara, Toro, just to have a glimpse of how the Nubi people who have settled in the different kingdoms have adapted to the food they cook, and how that then interprets into the Nubian cuisine with a little twist of the kingdoms they have sat. So the Bombo one is based on the Buganda kingdom. We'll be moving and touring the country just to experience the different cuisines for the Nubi people.
So if you would love to be part of the journey, visit our channel. I'm going to drop a link in my description box. Chili is...
But Chile is having you for night.
So check out our channel. There is more to come.
Yes, there is more to come.
This is just, should I call it a glimpse?
A glimpse of what is coming. The tip on the iceberg. Yes.
All right.
So thank you and bye.